Hello everybody, my name is Gold64 on YouTube, Gold64 TV on TikTok and Twitch. And today I am going to talk about something about OBS and screen lag OBS. If you're facing some issues such as streaming multiple places on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Now, I wanted to give you guys a definition of what I was facing in the past 2 days. The past week, I can pretty much say that I was having technical issues with OBS, and because of I'm using multiple resources such as using multi-streaming and streaming from Twitch and TikTok and YouTube all in the same place, but not using the screen key from TikTok, unfortunately. I was using the vertical scene from the vertical output to have a virtual camera over my TikTok stream without having problems on that. But, however, as of today, I am going to share with you some common things that you may want to change. Right on your graphics card or your issues that you are having with your graphics card or your CPU that maybe having your temperature, maybe something going on, and maybe you can fix it. Now, as I go into the settings, there's something that you can revert this problem. Now, as I am recording this video, since I cannot really show you the output of, since it is on single mode, and I was using the advanced tab option at the time, I was not facing these kind of problems at the time. And ever since OBS has updated a lot of their software encoders and everything else that they clean, and you may be facing some cutback on your software or hardware encoder. So, to elaborate this situation to make it a little bit easier to understand for everyone, so at the time of this recording, I am, kind of doing a demonstration of what happened and kind of diagram on how this thing went on about. So, as I can really tell how I explain this much in 2 minutes. So at the time I was recording my actual live stream on Advanced tab, my friend basically told me that I was facing a lot of lagging, such as playing on PC games like Starlight or any kind of other game. At the time that I was playing Squid Game 2 Alpha, I started to notice that it neatly was lagging, and I was like having technical problems when my Xbox app was also was being affected, and including with Discord as well. When I was using Discord voice chat, I was also facing major issues when I was recording my live stream, and I was still getting the exact same problem. But I also found out that the advanced tab option would usually help to stop having to have the issue with using that option to avoid live streaming on Twitch where your voice may be muted. So that was the saying that I was saying that to, so that way my podcast wouldn't have to pick up the background of the soundtrack that was being played in the background, such as, like, for example, if you're playing Fortnite and if you're playing a festival, for example, and you don't want your voice to be recording with that background music because you might end up having a copyright strike on Twitch or YouTube, for that matter. And if you are doing the festival or, playing like rock band type thing, on stream and your voice ends up getting muted because of the copyright music, that's a factor on that. But I wanted to pretty much explain between the difference between hardware encoder and software encoder. Now, I think pretty much can try and explain much as I can with my ability. I can explain this in a few minutes. However, it may be a little bit confusing to explain, but it is pretty much simple and straightforward. However, the situation that I was facing at the time, and when you have the advanced tab option, and you would notice something that would impact you, something that I was not having that problem before when I had my advanced setting options completely correct and the way it was supposed to be happening. And unfortunately, the advanced tab option was basically was hurting my stream, and I was lagging a lot, and my voice was cutting out when my friend was talking to me, and I couldn't hear him, he couldn't hear me, and that's what is starting to occur. So, just to elaborate this kind of situation, I would probably suggest going from advanced to simple mode. If that might be a key that may stop your problem from happening, and it may stop it from lagging, losing a lot of resources, or buffering lag, or anything like that. So that's something that related to that. That may not be your graphics card issue. It may be just a software issue that we're not aware of. That I'm not aware of that kind of problem. But I can't really guarantee 100% what it could be. But I can pretty much tell you this much. After I did some research, which I'm still doing at the time, I went into my drive, my device management, and checked my display adapters, and I checked my graphics card, and I right-clicked with my mouse, and I went to see if it needs to be updated at all, and I went to check that and see if it has to be anything with my link to my update drivers. And I click on it just to see if there's any issues. My drivers are up to date. That's not the problem that we don't have at the moment. So there is no update to the drivers. The drivers are fine. And that is a good, solid, good thing that's not that. However, to another situation, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this. When you're going into on Quick's guide on how you recommend what you're using to stream on your OBS or Streamlabs, they give you a graphics card and check, just to check your what kind of graphics card you have. You may have a NVIDIA, or you may have AMD like I do. And the fact that I do have AMD, and AMD is a good graphics card, and that's something that I have been using for the last 2 years for streaming. So when you are, pretty much trying to set your stream and trying to get everything ready to go, you may experience some technical issues under the advanced tab problem that I was facing recently before. Like I mentioned, that should not ever happen. And the fact that I did kind of saw that my friend told me and said that, hey, your audio is cutting out from your voice. And he told me that my voice was like breaking up a lot. And that because my voice was fine. I couldn't hear him, he couldn't hear me because of what happened, because the advanced option was turned on. And mostly, I found out that the advanced tab would help to eliminate, like I mentioned, for broadcasts. And broadcasts can stop your bots from getting copyright strikes on Twitch, right? So that was not, having a problem at the time, and I was not having an issue with that. And like I mentioned before, that was pretty much the territory of the issue that I was addressing a minute ago. I would probably, for those who are maybe facing that problem of the output mode, I would probably, try to do the best you can changing your settings and your advanced options. But right now, as I'm recording this video, I am going under a simple mode instead of the advanced tab. That really did help my stream last night, and I was not having any technical problems last night while streaming, playing Starlight last night, and I was able to play the game okay, and I was not lagging or buffering. Even I am hardwired to my internet. That was not the problem. I kind of know that was not the issue, but it was basically just OBS. So OBS was or Streamlabs, you may face the exact problem when you're facing. If you're using OBS like I am, I would probably suggest make sure your graphics card is up to date, and if it is, make sure you're okay. If that's not the case of the problem that you're having, or your CPU is not overloading, overclocking problems, or anything like that, then you should be good. That means possibility that your advanced options are not set properly, or it's just that something in OBS or Streamlabs may be having some key element issues that you're broadcasting in multiple streams between Twitch and YouTube with a stream key and TikTok without a stream key. And that may be the problem that you're facing in resolving that. Your best option may be going from advanced to simple. That may resolve your problem. But like I mentioned about the encoder settings and everything else on the Twitch website for their, I would suggest just test your GPU, your hardware encoder, make sure everything is good and ready to go in case you're not having any disturbance between your graphics card and your CPU are not burning up or having issues. Like I had like a PC for 2 years, and I would probably would tell you that the best idea in my situation is probably just do whatever it is for your solution on your PC that you have. And that may be, I would probably suggest if you are in NVIDIA, try these settings with the Twitch broadcasting guidelines, try them out and see what they work for you. But mostly when using the advanced tab, but the only thing I do want to also lay out is explain when you are in advanced tab, when you are under the advanced tab option, when you bring that down, there is when you can change your latency to 0 latency. I never had that option before until they added it, but I started noticing that too, but that was something that I didn't really mess with at the time. I also would recommend probably change your bitrate based on your PC specs, how much your PC can render or how much bandwidth you're sending out to your stream. As long as you have very decent internet and you're not buffering, lagging, or you make sure that you're hardwired to your internet. I don't recommend wireless because it's just too much of a buffer. I know some people think Wi-Fi maybe help them out of the way, but that's not really don't recommend. But that's just something that I do suggest on just using an internet cable like I'm running right now. That is something that's gonna make your internet more fluid and more stable without having to have any lag or input disturbance while streaming. But with my knowledge, I can go say that the best I can tell you guys, just make sure that you're changing your settings as much as possible. Make sure that your graphics card is up to date, your CPU usage is cool, less than it's not overloading your temperature. I don't have any cards like that. But whatever you do, I also would suggest as well as before you start broadcasting, I would also make you go into your tools and then make sure you have under the tool tab an auto configuration wizard, and then make sure you follow the steps that is on your screen. If you do click on auto configuration wizard, pretty much how your settings are and what you're using on your graphics card or your hardware encoder, and that may be your best option to configure everything you can so it can configure out your graphics card and your GPU and your CPU usage on how you're streaming on your platform on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok to make it run smoother without having any issues. I would suggest you that. So before you do that, make sure you check everything. I would probably say if you don't have any technical problem with your graphics card or your CPU or anything that's not overheating, as long as the gear is fan kit based cool like mine does. I have a cooling case that has a dual fans that is running pretty well, and I haven't had issues like that in less than 2 years. But overall, I pretty much wanted to say that anything that's related to this video that helps you may benefit others that may have experienced something like this, just like I did. So I just pretty much wanted to address that and let you guys know how important, if you are using a vertical scene to record your clips, have vertical scenes and something like that that's related to your broadcast, I would make sure check everything, check your advanced tab, or change your setting to simple mode and see what works and what's not impacting your stream, or what's definitely having your issue to resolve. Why are you experiencing input lag issue on hardware? It's not that issue. It's based on your CPU or GPU hardware or software encoder settings. Might want to make some changes to your settings to make it work run functionally without having to have those type of problems. But that just comes from my knowledge, and just let you guys know that's just something that I would suggest and recommend if that is something that you're facing. And like I said, if you are using NVIDIA, just go the NVIDIA settings, like you are using the X264 steps, we can say, let's just say AMD or something like that. If you are using AMD, go by with the 2X4 stats and AMD or whatever you have on your graphics card or that you have. And make sure that your Intel is up to date as well, as much as possible as well. But overall, I just wanted to pretty much let you guys know how much I, enjoy streaming a lot. And I wanted to let you guys know that how important it really is to do my very best to educate and share my knowledge what is really going on with your streaming software, because sometimes it's better to, maybe find some help that, my best of knowledge, I can tell that I found one situation to fix that, and it's by using simple mode if that is the case. But that's just something that related to OBS or Streamlabs, OBS that may be affecting you as well in the near future. But I would probably, hopefully, just do what you can, and if you find this video helpful and it really helps you out, please feel free to like and subscribe and follow my social platforms on Twitch and TikTok and so much more if you want to support my channel. And if you find this video helpful, please feel free to check out my other vlogs, my live streams, and so much more. But as always, as much as I can too much, share my knowledge and information about what's going on with streaming and software and coding. It's the best I can put out and try to share my information with you as properly as I could. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and for more content. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless. Happy streaming and happy gaming.